Yo, what's going on, guys? In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at one of the brand new assault rifles, the Hydra. Alright, so to start off, we're going to take a look at the actual stat sheet, and your damage and all that stuff's going to change a little bit, but mainly what we're looking at is you're going to have about 19% crit chance, 122% crit hit damage, a magazine size of 10, and a impact of 716. So those aren't bad numbers, and when you take a look at the actual set bonuses, or whatever you want to call them, that you're going to get, you're getting extra crit chance, that extra reload speed, which you do notice. You're going to get energy damage, which is nice because it's effective against all of them. You're going to get a 20% raw damage boost and a 30% crit damage boost. So you're going to be hitting very large crit numbers with the gun.
Nope.
And you can kind of see that in the gameplay as well, which you will see in just a moment. And the actual weapon description is a hybrid weapon that fires a tight cluster of pellets with considerably more knockback than an assault rifle, but better range and more focused damage than a shotgun. And it does exactly that, and it does it pretty well. And its range, you're going to notice it's about close to medium range. You can hit stuff at long range, but your damage fall off is pretty significant. But if you need to hit somebody, one time just to go ahead and put them down, whether that be a lobber or a pitcher or whatever, you can do that. You can hit them versus a shotgun. You might only hit them with a couple of the pellets. You do get a pretty solid hit with this gun, but it's not, going to be a substantial amount of damage. Now, watching some of the gameplay, you're going to see different ranges. Most of it, which is what I tend to run into more often than not anyways, is going to be close to medium range. However, you do have those long range targets. I do really like the damage that it puts out at the rate at which it puts out in close range. You're going to see lots of big numbers with this gun, and even though it only has 10 rounds, you can do a lot with those 10 rounds. The reload speed is awesome, which I will play a clip of that now. And you can see just how effective and pretty quick it is, especially compared to some of the other weapons in the game. So you're putting out 10 heavy hitting rounds, you can reload quickly, and somebody compared it to the Super Shredder almost, but it's like a really close range. With the Super Shredder, you load individual shells. It doesn't happen very quickly, whereas this one, you can swap those mags in and out nice and quick. The next thing is going to be my more or less pros and cons of the gun from the time that I've used it. And the pros, I'll start with the pros. It does good damage. Like I said, close to medium range, you're going to be hitting really big numbers real quick, and you can down just about anything you need to pretty quick. Most regular husks, it was about 1 shot to 2 shots, and then most big hust was 7 to 8 shots, depending on how close you are and what kind of crits you're getting, and your squad bonuses and all that stuff. Another thing is it has its decent range. Like I said, medium range is going to be, most encounters, at least that I run into, is a pretty, it's got a pretty good range. Like I mentioned, it has a very quick reload. I already touched on that, so I won't touch on it a ton, but you can swap it out real nice, real quick, get back into shooting. The reticle, I've used some of the guns in the game and they just have really poor reticles for what they're designed to do. This gun has a pretty decent reticle. You can still hit what you need to hit with it while it not being like super precise or too shotgun like. It's a nice balance. And on the con size, its mag size is it only has 10 rounds, but those 10 rounds hit pretty hard. It is only 10 rounds, so it's lesser than a lot of the other guns in the game. It's kind of a pro and a con. It's not, the end of the world. Another thing that's kind of a pro and a con is its limited range. You can't hit things that far away, so you're going to be better off carrying another weapon that you can do that with if you're playing on a bigger map that, you're going to have those longer range engagements with. And then the last con is it has a pretty hefty price. You have to do a 14-day Survive the Storm, which is about 4 hours. We jumped into it right as the update dropped. I streamed the whole thing. And I mean, it was a lengthy process. It was a low-level survive the storm, but you're still stuck for 4 hours, 9 minutes on, 9 minutes off, and those 9 minutes off go by pretty long if you don't have a lot of preparing to do. And that's how it kind of goes, because they give you a ton of materials in between, so you don't have to go harvesting. You just build and you're good to go. Now, is it worth it? I'd say yes. You're gonna do the survive the storm probably at some point anyways, so it's definitely worth doing. I took the chance and leveled it up. Excuse me. I leveled it up, and I'm happy that I did. I really liked the way that it turned out. And in the gameplay as well, in the background, you are going to be seeing Crash, who is the new hero. Not Crash is a new hero, but the new hero variant of Crash, which I will probably have a video coming out on that soon as well. I also got the hydraulic assault rifle that's more like a light machine gun. I will probably be doing a same video in this similar format for that gun as well, if you're curious about that. But until next time, that is going to be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I can't wait to talk to you guys again. See ya.
The power of the dark side.